here for Saginaw Valley State.
And Rob, I don't know, across the court, I see former Bulldog Michael Peterson over there with sitting next to Pastor Mike over there.
Michael Peterson, of course, member of the Michigan State men's basketball team. They were canceled today against Michigan due to some COVID-19 issues with the Wolverines, so gives him a chance here to come and watch the Bulldogs. Lee Higgins with it, now to Scholler as we're underway. Down low on the near side, block to Aluyi. Got it by Delano Smith, and Dorian powers it up. Not able to get the ball to fall, and rebounded by the Cardinals.
Yeah, Bulldogs go right inside, deep post position by Dorian, and gives you a glimpse of maybe a little bit of how this game is going to be called.
Hoskins with it on the far side against Kelser. The two number zeros going at each other. Witts down low, trying to back down against Logan Ryan. The Bulldogs come on the double, and he could not finish. Loose ball here, and finally chased down by Kelser here on the defensive end.
So both ends of the court, it's going to be physical inside, so you got to play knowing that that's going to be the case.
Higgins left side, cut off on the drive here, and a tie-up called. Jump ball here, and it's going to work in favor of the Cardinals.
Again, can't say it enough. Going to be looks like it's going to be a physical battle, so better come ready to play.
Ferris State here in the three-quarter court pressure here as the Cardinals work it to Tui on the near side. Now back over to the far side, Freddie McIntosh. Tui into the front court set. Will hand away back to Hoskins, who will man the point here for Saginaw Valley State. 1 minute in, no score between the Bulldogs and the Cardinals. Tui right side to Witts, down the lane on the left, trying to step through and shuffle the feet, and turnover here against the Cardinals.
Extra step right there as Bulldogs did a good job cutting him off the initial drive. Tried to go back to a secondary move, ended up shuffling the feet for the travel.
Both teams have turned it over once here as the Bulldogs set up the offense here. Aluyi out front, left wing to Scholler. Jimmy with it, working against Tui. Off to Kelser, picked up by Hoskins here defensively. Walt trying to find some space here, lost the handle, and Hoskins picks it up here for Saginaw Valley State. On the move, he kicks it to Tui, back to Hoskins, three ball in the air, rattles off the mark, and the rebound ripped down here by Logan Ryan.
There we go again, very physical play. This is classic GLIAC basketball right here.
Higgins with it near side, working off the dribble, stripped of the ball here, no call as it was knocked loose. Here comes McIntosh to Tui, who powers it up and in here for the Cardinals.
Coach Brockema getting up here. Maybe I had thought about calling a timeout, did not, as Bulldogs still looking to get those first scratches in the scoring column.
2-0 here as Aluyi works off the dribble to the near side against Smith. That one contested here, no call, and rebounded again here by SVSU. As Hoskins will set it up left sideline. Back over to Smith at the point, guarded by Aluyi. Delano Smith with it. Couple dribbles back to the outside in front of the Ferris State sideline. Now working back to the left side on the baseline. Cut off by Dorian here for Ferris State. Now down low to Witts. Witts will pick it up off the floor. Working back to the left side. Partially blocked away by Logan Ryan and rebounded by Higgins. Lee Higgins up the floor to Aluyi here as the Bulldogs want to push. Kelser, deep three on the way, and that one just rattled away here for Ferris State.
Well, seeing an opportunity right there is, again, the physical battle inside, trying to get that outside shot to go here. Tough shot under duress.
That one contested by Scholler and rebounded by Kelser. Up ahead to Higgins, who drives and scores for the Bulldogs.
What a pass right there. A dime right on the money for the layup.
Lee Higgins with the basket off the feed from Kelser, who comes in averaging right at 3.5 assists per game on the year, but Tui connects on the three.
Tui right there is able to break the pressure and get the ball out on the wing, and Tui able to bury that 3-5-2. The Cardinals lead early.
16:40 to play here in the first half. Logan Ryan trying to square up here against Witts. Logan into the lane, and a blocking foul going to be called here against Saginaw Valley State.
Logan putting that ball on the floor, going to the basket, and guy shoots over 70% from the floor for the shot attempts that he gets.
Bulldogs will substitute for the first time as Ben Davidson will come on. Six-man for Ferris State in place of Lee Higgins. And the Bulldogs will run the box set here from along the baseline with Scholler to inbound here down to the right as we sit courtside next to the Ferris State bench. Inbounds play out front, now to Kelser. Off to Logan Ryan here at mid-range. Logan again, same look here, driving back to the left side and stripped of the ball. Picked up here by Saginaw Valley State. On the move, Hoskins with it into the lane here, back to the right side. High off the glass, could not finish, and Logan with the rebound here on the defensive glass.
The team struggling to find a shooting rhythm here early, kind of similar to what we saw in the women's game.
Davidson with it, left side off to Kelser on the baseline here for Ferris State. Back to Dorian Aluyi. Aluyi
Nice
left
move.
side to the hole and up and good.
Great move there by Dorian Aluyi in traffic, going to the left and scoring off the window.
Bulldogs back within one here at 5-4 with 4 minutes gone by here at Wake Arena today in this GLIAC contest. Smith with it at the midcourt line here for Saginaw Valley State. Now Hoskins will set up the offense. Picked up by Davidson here as Ferris State in the man-to-man set here defensively. Shot clock down to 10. 1-4 look now for Hoskins. Left side, Toohey down low to Wentz on the left side block. Back out front, and he threw it away as he tried to feed McIntosh. It'll go back to the Bulldogs when we come back. Media timeout. Ferris State trails by 1. We'll be back in 60 seconds right here on Sunny 97 point.
Competitive, of course, the physical battles we've talked about earlier in this game as Bulldogs right now shooting 40% from the floor, 2 of 5. 2 of 7 for Saginaw Valley, 28.6% here. Grazoulis now in the game in the post getting the ball.
He feeds Aluyi back to Veas. 15-footer on the way. Just missed here, but a rebound here on the offensive glass. Aluyi with it off to Kelser. Back to Dorian here on the right side. Davidson swings it to the corner. Scholler could not connect from beyond the arc. Rebounded, though, by Aluyi, and the putback is up and good.
Yeah, good job there by Jimmy Scholler. Saw that his shot was going to be short from the corner, came back, got a piece of it, and got it into the hands of a teammate who scored.
McIntosh with it over on the far side. Now they work it to Trey Garrett, who just comes on for Saginaw Valley State. Garrett back to McIntosh. Gets the screen from the big man who just came on here, and Palmstra drives to the hole and scores.
He is a big man indeed, as he was able to dive his way toward the basket for a score, 7'2".
Jarno Palmstra, 7'2", out of the Netherlands with the bucket to give the Cardinals a 1-point edge. Davidson spinning right side, doubled on the play, blocked away, and that one looked like it was tipped by Saginaw Valley State. We'll see if they review this one or not.
Yeah, this one might be coming to Rob here. They're going to have a discussion. I thought Toohey knocked that away.
And we'll wait and see as the officials will discuss down at the other end of the floor.
Yeah. Coaches right there, and Toohey definitely stripped that ball away.
We'll see if they go to the replay or not. And the officials are saying it was maybe tipped again on the way out. So we'll wait and see. They will not review it. It will be Saginaw Valley State basketball as they will inbound here in the backcourt set. And now they work it up across the floor. Garrett off to Palmstra at the high post here on the far side against Grazoulis. Palmstra back to the right side. Tough shot here. That one off the mark, and it's going to be a foul here against the Cardinals.
Great job there by the Cardinals coming in and competing, but the Bulldogs do a little bit better job of drawing that foul as we saw the two big men, 7'2" and about 6'11", going at it right there in the post.
So back to Ferris State here as the Bulldogs have it. 14:07 to play here in this first half. Here comes Kelser for the Bulldogs. Off to Davidson with the head fake. Now dumps it back to Kelser on the baseline. Jumper up and good.
Tough shot halfway out on the baseline. One of the toughest shots in basketball. Walt makes it look easy right there.
That one a nice play by Davidson. Could have forced the shot. Instead went to Kelser with the extra pass. Working off the dribble on the right side. McIntosh will fire, and he's fouled as this one will be charged to Ben Davidson here for the Bulldogs.
Ben can't believe it. They're going to call him for a tap on the elbow there. Is an old street ball trick, but official right there feeling like he saw the touch.
To put Freddie McIntosh here at the line, 5'11" freshman out of Saginaw. Getting the start here today. They have a substitution as well as Maurice Barnett comes on, averaging 11 points at 6'5" out of Chicago. Came on at the last stoppage here for SVSU. First free throw up and good. And for Ferris State, Ethan Erickson will come on in place of Jimmy Scholler.
Ethan Erickson gives the Bulldogs another shooting presence out there. So Bulldogs with 3 of their better shooting presence out there as they'll go actually a little bit bigger now. Logan Ryan and Grazoulis going to be inside for the Bulldogs. Elijah
Harrison will come on here for SVSU as McIntosh will have one more, trying to give the Cardinals the lead once more. 13:44 to play here in the first half. You're in tune to Bulldog basketball. This try no good and rebounded by Davidson. So this lineup reset, Kelser, Erickson, Davidson, Grazoulis, and Ryan as Walt took it coast to coast and draws the contact at the other end.
Yeah, nobody was really stopping him, so he just kept going right all the way to the basket there. As we get a chance to look at the replay here, as nobody really stopped him, and he just came right in off the sideline, down the baseline, and finally fouled him right at the rim.
Third team foul called against Saginaw Valley State here in the first half as Kelser at the line, averaging close to 22 points per game on the season here for the Bulldogs. His first free throw is up and good here for Ferris State as he's got 3 here on the afternoon as Smith will return here for SVSU.
Smith right back in the game as he'll give the freshman McIntosh a little bit of a break.
So one more try here for Kelser, the senior out of Southfield here for Ferris State. As he takes his time here, eyes the basket. This try no good, but rebounded by Logan Ryan offensively. Out to Erickson. Erickson working against Smith. Back right side. Kelser down low to Logan Ryan. He's got some size inside here on the defender. Not able to finish. A battle for the rebound. And Grasulis grabs it and scores.
That's what the two big fellas inside, that's what they need to be doing. They need to be pounding that glass, dominating the paint.
Smith working hard up the far sideline against Kelser. Back near side. Now to Barnett, who has it here for Saginaw Valley State. Barnett over on the far side to Harrison. Harrison with it, picked up by Kelser now on the switch. Back to Smith. Smith right side, attacking here. Tough shot. Could not finish. And the rebound underneath, up and good on the putback.
Bulldogs right there. Too many opportunities given up there as the Cardinals finally convert. Bulldogs played big, but not able to secure the rebound as Davidson thought about the 3.
Davidson into the lane, swings it across the floor. Kelser from downtown, not able to get this 3 to drop. Rebound, though, picked up by the Bulldogs for a second, and then taken away by Barnett, who jams it at the other end.
Barnett all the way. No obstruction there as he's able to go in and just kind of easily dunk the basketball. That's not what the Bulldogs want to see as the Cardinals take a 12-11 lead.
Ferris State looked like it was going to have the offensive board. Grasulis, though, could not hold on to it as Barnett stole it and scored, and that gives the Cardinals a 12-11 edge. Kelser, right side, Erickson working on the wing, back to Kelser. 12 on the shot clock here for Ferris State. Off to Davidson on the far side. Ben with 7. Now thought about the shot, gets it back from Grasulis on the handoff, and stripped of the ball and picked up here by Barnett again. The Cardinals racing up the floor. Harrison to the hole, and he's going to be fouled as he tried to slide past Ethan Erickson here for Ferris State. And I think that one will be on Ethan here, and that will lead us to a media timeout. 11:58 to play.
Adjust to the tempo of the game and the physicality of the game as it is going right now. Cardinals at the free throw line. First one up and good.
That one up and good by Elijah Harrison here for Saginaw Valley State. He's got 3 points here in this first half of action. They go a little bit further down the bench. Tyreek Singh coming on here for SVSU. Second try up and good. Make it 14-11 here as the Bulldogs will have Erickson now running the offense. Davidson, Kelser along with Reese Hazelton and Logan Ryan in here for Ferris State as the Bulldogs have it in the front court set. Hazelton with it for the Bulldogs. Over on the far side, Kelser on the attack, drives to the hole. That one blocked away by Witz, and Saginaw Valley State with the rebound as the Cardinals race it up the right side of the floor. McIntosh back on to Witz. Witz underneath, ball tipped away by Erickson. It'll remain here with Saginaw Valley State as the Bulldogs will come back on with Jimmy Scholler and Mikkel Bingham checking on here for the Bulldogs.
The Bulldogs will go a little bit deeper here with Bingham coming into the game. Bingham, an energy guy that can come in the game and give the team a little bit of a lift there inside. So it'll be interesting to see how this unit plays together.
Hoskins back on. He'll hoist the 3 from the corner, and he rattles it down here for the Cardinals.
You mentioned it right there, rattled it in, and 17-11, the Cardinals are leading right now as the Bulldogs trying to find an offensive rhythm right now. Who's going to be the scorer for this unit?
Scholler looking down low, kicked away here. It'll remain with Ferris State here along the baseline. 11:17 to play here in the first half. The Bulldogs will have 21 on the shot clock here as Scholler will inbound here for the Bulldogs down to the right.
Asked who was going to be the scorer for this unit. Looked like the Bulldogs were going to go inside to Logan Ryan. Here's Davidson.
Davidson from the elbow, not able to connect here for Ferris State. A battle for the rebound, but finally tracked down here by SVSU as that one was grabbed by Singh. Barnett near sideline. Back out top to McIntosh here for the Cardinals. For ticket scores, merchandise, video, and more, be sure to log on to FerrisStateBulldogs.com. Left side, McIntosh. Across the deck here to the far side, back to McIntosh. Against the zone here to Hoskins for 3. He could not get this one to fall, and A rebound tracked down here by Ben Davidson for Ferris State. Davidson, right side. Hoskins will pick him up. Ben spins on him. Drives to the hole and scores.
Great move there by Ben. He had a good feel for where the defender was. Defender was on his outside hip, turned inside, went baseline and scored.
Bulldogs get the basket as Ferris State trying to get the stop here defensively. Missed shot here from McIntosh. Rebound tracked out here by Logan Ryan. Up the floor to Davidson. Davidson on the dump to Bingham, who could not finish, but Hazelton there for the putback.
Great follow there by Reese Hazelton. Never take it for granted that the guy's going to score. Hazelton right there with the putback.
Here comes Saginaw Valley, though, quickly up the floor. Barnett tried to jam over the top, and foul going to be whistled here against Ferris State.
He was going for a Sports Center top 10 right there as he cocked that one back to throw it down.
He went up on Logan Ryan, who was charged with the foul here for the Bulldogs. This will put Barnett at the stripe here for Saginaw Valley State. He is a sophomore out of Chicago. As his first free throw is up and good and gives the Cardinals a 3-point edge.
Yeah, never let anybody dunk on you if you can at all avoid it right there. You certainly don't want to be on the wrong end of an SC top 10 play here, as Logan Ryan saying earn him at the free throw line.
Transfer from the College of Southern Idaho at the line here, and this one no good, and a battle for the rebound, and Hazelton finally secures it here for Ferris State. Lee Higgins along with Scholler, Hazelton, Ryan, and Bingham, the five out there here for the Bulldogs. McKell with it on the left side here for Ferris State. 10 minutes left here in the first half. Higgins with it, tried to feed it back to the wing, nearly stole it away, but he got it right back. Off to Hazelton. Hazelton trapped on the block, down back to Higgins. Baseline here. Hazelton thought about the shot, lob down low to Logan Ryan, who might have been fouled. No call. Out of bounds, and it's going to be Cardinal basketball according to the official.
Boy, what a pass to get it in there. Bulldogs wanted the contact foul, did not get it. But, boy, what a great pass to get it in there.
So substitution is Smith will return. Back on for the Bulldogs will come Aluyi here with 9:41 remaining here in the first half. 18-15 our score as the Cardinals working against that pressure here. Barnett now on the near side. Up the floor on the run is McIntosh. Left side wing now to Smith as he sets it up here against the 3-2 being applied by the Bulldogs here on the defensive end. On the right wing now is Smith. Back to Hoskins. Hoskins with it, back over to Smith. Now top side to Barnett. He'll lob the three here. Not able to get it to fall, and Scholler with the rebound. As the Bulldogs use the zone, get the stop. Here's Higgins from downtown for three and good.
Great shot there from the corner by Lee Higgins as the Bulldogs cranking it up here with the pressure. Bingham right there on the point.
Tied at 18 here as
and a steal.
Bingham almost had it stolen away. Tried to save it. And last touch here by Ferris State.
The one thing about Bingham, length, athleticism, mobility on the point of that zone defense that we saw on the previous possession, offensive possession for Saginaw Valley, and then right here on the point of the press.
Tui will return here for the Cardinals as they will inbound on the baseline, and able to get it in here. On the run is McIntosh, going to be trapped near side and knocked loose by Bingham, but he's going to be charged with the foul.
We're going to get Bingham for the reach in right there as he was hoping that maybe they would let that one slide there a little bit, but Kevin Quaker, veteran official, coming right in with the call.
Bulldogs lost Reese McDonald at the holiday break, but Bingham returns here, so they lose one in the rotation. They get one back here, and he's a guy that brings some size, as you mentioned. A little bit of a different look here for the Bulldogs. With it, right sideline is Smith. Off inside to Witz, and they turn it over here as the Bulldogs come up with the steal on the defensive end. Aluyi on the left side to Scholler, back to Higgins. Higgins will hoist the three, and he's fouled. Here is that foul going to be charged against Freddie McIntosh.
That'll be 3 free throws coming up here for Lee Higgins.
Higgins eyed the shot here, and they're going to say they got him on the arm. He'll get a try at the line here. 3 tries to be exact here as he tries to give the Bulldogs the advantage here in the first half. 8:33 to play here at Wink Arena. First free throw on the way is a little bit off to the right side.
So Lee Higgins, guy that has come in here and worked his way into that lineup, become a key contributor here for the Bulldogs. Is a second free throw good, so 1 for 2 so far.
Bulldogs going back to the benches. Kelser checks on. Bingham will check out. Gave the Bulldogs some good minutes right there for Ferris State off the bench.
Very good minutes right there. Good energy, good defensive energy in particular.
Another opportunity for Higgins here, and he knocks down the second try, makes 2 of 3, and it's a 20-18 score. The Bulldogs go right back to that pressure. Scholler at the front here of this zone press now for Ferris State. As the Bulldogs rotate back, and they'll settle back into that 3-2. Scholler along with Higgins and Kelser on the wings. Logan Ryan and Dorian Aluyi on the blocks here for Ferris State, trying to step out to the corner. Smith with it, baseline, top side, the extra pass to Hoskins, who will hoist the 3 and good.
Good extra pass there by McIntosh. Hoskins knows what to do with it when he gets it.
Hoskins now with 6 here. Higgins left sideline, trying to drive here for Ferris State. Now will back it away as he kicks it out front to Kelser. Kelser with 2 defenders on him. Inside out, Higgins from downtown, not able to get this one to drop, and a rebound by Smith as the Cardinals work it up the right side. Tui from the corner for 3 and good.
He can definitely do that. Pull it up right there. 3 from the corner. Back-to-back triples here for the Cardinals.
And it's a 24-20 Saginaw Valley State advantage. Here comes Kelser now off the high screen. Back to Aluyi. Inside at the high post to Logan Ryan. And Witz reaches around and is going to be charged with his second foul here for Saginaw Valley State. That will lead us to a media timeout. 24-20.
2 apiece for Ben Davidson, Reese Hazelton, Vejas Drazulis. Tui, the shooter from outside, leading Saginaw Valley with 8 points. He is 2 of 2 from outside the three-point line, 3 of 3 overall.
Pomstra returns here for Witz, who picked up his second foul here for the Cardinals as Scholler works the offense out front here against the man-to-man set. Jimmy with it, now to Kelser underneath. Great find to Logan Ryan with the jam.
Logan leaving no doubt about that one with the big 2-hand pound down.
Kelser went up to shoot, found Logan Ryan underneath, and he jams that one home to cut the lead down to 2 here for the Bulldogs. Rim still shaking at the other end for Ferris State. On the right sideline, Tui against Aluyi to Pomstra here at the high post. He dribbles out to the three-point line, will hand it away to McIntosh. Mida doubled. Crowd on the official on the far sideline, but nothing was called. Hoskins near side, through the screen, fires the 3. This one up in the air here and rebounded by Scholler. As Jimmy racing it up here near side to Logan Ryan out top. Off to Aluyi. He'll put up the 3 for the Bulldogs. This one off the front side of the rim and pulled away here by McIntosh.
No offensive rebounding underneath there as the Cardinals now are going to set up here. Both teams trying to settle into what the tempo of this game is going to be.
Thanks to Pepsi and Gatorade for all their support of Ferris State Athletics. Smith not able to connect, and the rebound by Aluyi. Here as the Bulldogs work it back into the half-court set. 6:20 to play here in this first half. You're in tune to Bulldog basketball on Sunny 97.3. Logan Ryan near block here, doubled quickly. Here now all the way across on the skip to Kelser. Back inside to Aluyi. Aluyi leans into the big man, Pomstra, and gets the bucket.
Strong move there by Dorian. Tell you what, he is a guy that can play against that physicality there. We got over the back here, I think, at midcourt.
So a turnover here against Saginaw Valley State is the Bulldogs will go back, and Grasulis will check on for Logan Ryan. Scholler will step away as well here for the Bulldogs as Ethan Erickson will return.
Right now, Bulldogs a chance to build on this nice little surge that they've had right now, back tied at 24.
Barnett back on here for Saginaw Valley State as well. Davidson right sideline here for the Bulldogs. Off to Kelser with 5:50 to go in the half. 18-footer on the way, up and good.
Rise and fire. Walt Kelser pulling up and draining the shot right there in front of the Saginaw Valley bench.
That gives Ferris State the 2-point lead here as the Bulldogs have scored 6 straight here against the Cardinals in this opening half of action. Hoskins around the horn to McIntosh, down to Barnett as he squares up, back over, out top to McIntosh. Right side to Smith. Picked up by Grasulis right now here on this switch as he tries to work past him right side to the hole, and he's going to be fouled from behind.
Quick move right there to the basket. Looks like they're going to give that one to Grasulis.
So they is called for the foul. Kelser came on the help, thought he got him clean, but Grasulis called on the foul from the backside. Is that will put Delano Smith here at the line for Saginaw Valley State. Has not scored here, 0 for 3 from the floor, but his first free throw is up and good.
Gets the friendly bounce right there as Hazelton will check in. Dorian Aluyi going to get a break.
Substitutions here for Saginaw Valley State as well, but it looks like they've got one for the shooter here in Smith. Hoskins saying he does not want to come out here for Saginaw Valley State as he looks over to head coach Randy Baruth. Second try, no good, and the rebound from Grasulis here for Ferris State defensively. 26-25 here as Ethan Erickson handles on the right sideline. Finds an opening and fires the three and connects.
Yeah, they tried to go under there a little bit, and you give Erickson a little bit of space. He is a prime-time shooter.
First basket of the ball game here for the freshman out of Grand Rapids. That gives the Bulldogs their largest lead here at 4. Right side out wide. Now he's trying to guard McIntosh, who drives and is blocked by Grasulis. Rebounded by Ferris State on the run. Here comes Davidson. Attacking the Cardinal defense. Could not finish. And rebound by Smith in traffic.
Bulldogs trying to build off of that great shot block at the defensive end. And unfortunately not able to convert here as the Cardinals trying to settle in.
Barnett one-on-one against Grasulis into the lane here and drives and scores.
Strong drive to the right hand there. Good finish right at the rim.
Back the other way. Here comes Davidson, though, for Ferris State. Quickly to Erickson, over to Kelser. 4:20 to play here in the half. Back to Davidson, right sideline. Ethan Erickson now with it for Ferris State, trying to work against McIntosh. Kelser out top, shot clock at 12. Now to Davidson on the left wing. Ben spinning on the defense, lost the handle, got it back, now gets it from Erickson on the give and go, and draws the foul as he's knocked to the floor on the shot attempt.
This was getting the bump right there as Davidson crashed to the floor, popped right back up.
Hoskins will pick up his first here for the Cardinals. That'll be the 7th team foul, I believe, here on Saginaw Valley State. As this will put Ben Davidson at the line here for Ferris State. 4:03 to play here in the opening half is the first free throw. Rattles away and is no good. Bingham will come on as Kelser checks out. Aluyi back on as well here for the Bulldogs. As Reese Hazelton was in there briefly here for Ferris State. It will step away as they go with a little bit different look here on the offensive end here on this free throw.
There's a very brief appearance right here as Ben Davidson eyes it.
Second try up and good here for Davidson. Make it 30-27, 3-point Bulldog advantage. Here into the front court, Garrett back on for the Cardinals. Now we'll reset it to Hoskins. And Ethan Erickson having to guard the point right now here for Ferris State. As Hoskins dribbling out top, in no hurry right now. We'll kick it away to Barnett. He's got Grasulis on him. Barnett steps in, 19-footer on the way, up and good.
Barnett off to a pretty good start here in this game as well as he buries that one.
Tough matchup for Grasulis right there. Erickson trying to answer, could not connect on this three. And a foul on the rebound. This one will be against the Bulldogs.
Yeah, that was any contact there was really incidental to trying to go get the rebound there.
So foul charge here to
Grasulis. James Toohey leading the Saginaw Valley State University Cardinals with 8 points, 7 for Maurice Barnett, who's come on of late, 6 points for Darnell Hoskins, 4 for Elijah Harrison as the Cardinals inbound against the Bulldogs zone press.
And Ferris State defensively in the man-to-man set right now as the Cardinals will set it up here to the near side as they try to work the offense here. Now the Bulldogs going back zone here as they work it right side. Garrett out wide with it. Back to Hoskins. Now to Barnett with 12 on the shot clock. 3 ball in the air. This one off the front side of the rim. Rebound tipped out, though. Hoskins comes up with it. Off to Garrett, who lays it up and in.
Yeah, just a great find right there underneath. Bulldogs maybe trying to leak out a little bit early and ended up giving up a layup underneath.
Cardinals back with a 1-point lead here at 31-30. Bingham looking down low for Logan Ryan. Off to Erickson. Erickson with it on the far side here for Ferris State. Back to Bingham. 3 ball in the air for McKell. Just rattles away, and the rebound hauled down by SVSU.
He does have that shot in his repertoire. That was about halfway down.
Barnett to Hoskins underneath the extra pass to Garrett, and it's rejected by Logan Ryan.
Logan Ryan denying all cards right there as Ben Davidson with the pull-up.
Could not connect on the three, though. Bingham's shot was no good as well, but a rebound from Logan Ryan. Near side, Aluyi for 3 and good.
Great stroke from 3 by Dorian Aluyi. Bulldogs right now getting the competitive edge back here as they take a 2-point lead.
Near sideline, Saginaw Valley State back over to the far side as they'll set it up. And Barnett has it here for the Cardinals as he squares up on Logan Ryan. One-on-one here. And that one partially blocked by Logan, perhaps. Rebounded by Erickson. Ahead for Davidson. Davidson able to catch, trying to drive on Toohey. Near side corner, Aluyi for 3. Came up short. And a foul on the rebound here against Ferris State.
Ben Davidson going to pick up that foul with the over-the-back attempt at trying to get the offensive rebound as Barnett still lobbying for a foul at the other end with the official who's not buying it.
Substitutions here on both sides as Ferris State will go to the bench. Bulldogs with Scholler, Aluyi, Higgins, along with Ryan and Kelser, the 5 on the floor here for the Bulldogs.
Tui at the free throw line here he is actually perfect shooting the ball so far in this game. 3 of 3 from the floor overall, 2 of 2 from the 3-point line.
Free throw is up and good as he cuts the Bulldog lead to 1 here at 33-32 with 1:49 to play here in the first half. One more free throw for Tui.
He'll come out here if he can make this free throw. McIntosh ready to check in for him, and as he's made everything else, he makes that one.
So he comes out of the game as McIntosh checks back on here to man the defensive point here for Saginaw Valley State against Jimmy Scholler. Scholler trying to work it up the floor here as McIntosh forces him up the right side. Now back to Higgins here on the wing offensively in the half-court set. Over to Kelser. Walt with it left sideline into the lane here for the Bulldogs. Cut off at the elbow as Bulldogs wanted the foul call on the contact, did not get it. Here comes Higgins attacking, and he scores.
Great take there by Lee Higgins, getting all the way to the rack.
Able to push that lead for Ferris State to 35-33. Garrett to Barnett. Elbow left side here. Now squaring up on Logan Ryan. 15-footer is no good, and the rebound from Logan Ryan.
Work there. Logan Ryan continuing to play well, especially at the defensive end. Here's Higgins.
Higgins attacks and scores here for the Bulldogs.
Great drive there along the baseline by Higgins. Baruth not liking what he's seeing, takes a timeout.
So Saginaw Valley State wants to tie. As looks like they'll substitute now. Garrett will stay out there with the exception of Tui. So the Cardinals have it here offensively as they set it up here in the half court. And McIntosh looking for Smith. Near steal by Scholler. Smith has it topside, working against Jimmy. A jumper from just beyond the free throw line, and he's going to be fouled.
See if Jimmy didn't protest too much right there, but they called the second tap on the elbow that we've called.
That one did not look like a whole lot of contact on the replay, but they did get Scholler with the foul, and that foul on Jimmy Scholler will be his first here for Ferris State in the ball game. Smith at the stripe here, talented player. First free throw up and good. He's got just 2, though, here in the first half.
Yeah, he has not been super aggressive here as the Bulldogs going to take a 30-second timeout.
So substitution. Barnett checks out as Pomstra comes back on. They'll go with the big man inside at the other end here to try to match up with the Bulldogs here in this final minute of this first half. Smith at the stripe, free throw up and good for Smith as he pulls Saginaw Valley back within 2 here at 37-35. Scholler right side, draws the double, kicks it across the floor to Higgins in the corner, backside 3 up and good.
Great stroke right there by Lee Higgins from deep in the corner. 5-point lead now for the Bulldogs, 40 seconds to go.
And a 2-for-1 situation right there. They got the quick shot. Now if they could get a stop, would have maybe 10 seconds or so left on the shot clock here, as there's about a 10-second difference here depending on what happens here at the offensive end for Saginaw Valley State. Shot clock winding down as the Cardinals running some clock here. Down to 10 on the shot clock. Smith out top at the point. Picked up by Scholler. Driving right side. And got the shot away. Could not get it to fall. And the Bulldogs with the rebound. Aluyi up the floor to Kelser. The pass to the corner. Higgins for 3 off the backside. And the rebound ran down by Hoskins. Hoskins with 3 seconds. Tui in the corner for Saginaw Valley. Off the mark here. And the rebound by the Bulldogs as the first half comes to a close. 40-35, Ferris State with the advantage here at halftime.
Yeah, great job finishing the first half by the Bulldogs. 5-point lead, considering the...
Off US 10 in Reed City. Bab Ford, if it has our name on it, you have our word on it.
Welcome back, everyone, inside Jim Wink Arena. Rob Bentley and Sandy Golston with you as we are underway here in half number 2, and Ferris State will get the ball first here, moving from right to left here. In the second half of action. Here comes Higgins attacking hard to the hoop, and he scores.
Quick step there by Lee Higgins, going to his right hand and finishing at the rim with the left.
He stepped up his play offensively here in this ball game today as the Bulldogs have a 7-point edge here early on in this second half of action. McIntosh with it to Smith here in the front court set for SVSU in the dark jerseys. Smith off the front side of the rim, and the rebound ran down here by the Bulldogs. Up the floor, right side, here comes Kelser. On the baseline, gets the shot, but it's off the side of the backboard and rebounded by Wentz. But quickly back the other way, a 3 from the corner, and it's up and good for McIntosh.
Good stroke there by McIntosh there, and he shot that one with a lot of confidence there. right off the bat here, Bulldogs still with a 5-point lead.
42-37 here is, I thought they called that a 3. We'll have to wait and see. It's 42-37 here on the scoreboard. Higgins with it, left side. Down low off the block to Logan Ryan. Logan's shot here, up and good for the Bulldogs.
Good square up right there by Logan Ryan to bury that one and extending that lead to, at least for now, 44-37.
Up the floor quickly, Saginaw Valley State in transition. Smith with it, right sideline here. 18:35 to play, over to McIntosh. Now Tui outside here for Saginaw Valley State. To Witz at the high post, driving down the lane on the right side. Came up short as Logan Ryan stayed in front of him, but he got it right back here as the Bulldogs could not pick it up, and he lays it up and in.
Bulldogs long pass right there. Higgins.
Off to Logan Ryan on the inside. Scholler with it. Back to Aluyi here for Ferris State. Now to Kelser. Down low to Logan Ryan here. Logan with it off the block here on the near side against Witz. Couple defenders coming at him. He goes to Scholler, who attacks down the lane and scores, and he's fouled.
Jimmy attacking the basket, splitting the defense, and getting a little lay-in to go as he took the foul contact.
Foul going to be called on Smith. That'll be his first here of the ball game, as Ferris State has a 46-39 lead here in the contest.
Jimmy Scholler, chance to finish off a 3-point play here, extend that lead possibly up to 8 points here. 18:01 showing on the clock left in the second half, a little short on that free throw.
Not able to connect as Smith grabs the rebound here for the Cardinals. Now off in the backcourt set to Hoskins. Hoskins with it across the timeline to Smith. Smith in transition will pull the trigger for 3. This one rattles away, and the rebound by Logan Ryan on the defensive glass. Up the floor quickly, here comes Higgins, stripped of the ball, and Tui comes up with it on the steal for Saginaw Valley State. Tui down the lane to the hole, up and in.
Bulldogs never stopped the ball, and I think Coach Bronkema agrees with me right there if that was any indication.
Scholler to Kelser, near side corner, 3, up and good.
A great answer, though, by the Bulldogs as Walt Kelser with the big triple from the corner.
49-41 Ferris State here as they get the 3. Now back to Hoskins here on the far side. Hoskins with it across the timeline here for Saginaw Valley State to set it up here against Jimmy Scholler out front. Hoskins left side, working down the lane left side, and blocked away by Logan Ryan.
Long arm of the law, Logan Ryan knocking that one away again.
Davidson will come on here for Ferris State in place of Higgins with 17:07 to play here in this second half of action. An 8-point Bulldog advantage here as Saginaw Valley State will inbound on the baseline. And looking to inbound here as they finally have to throw it in out top here to Smith. Smith out front with it here down the lane on the right side. Partially blocked away, but got it back and scored.
Yeah, great quick jump there. Second jump there by Delano Smith to put it back in.
He's got 5 here for Saginaw Valley State, and it's 49-43. Kelser, right sideline here for the Bulldogs. Off to Logan Ryan here in mid-range. Logan squares up on Witz, drives hard, and powers it up and in.
Strong move right there at the finish by Logan Ryan after the quick step move to get even closer to the basket.
2-2-1 look here defensively for Ferris State. 16:35 to go, and it's 51-43. Hoskins with it to Tui here for the Cardinals. Now high post out front to Witz. Witz will hand it away back to Hoskins. Kelser right there here in the man-to-man set. As they look off the screen. Hoskins still with it. Walt doing a good job. Now Witz down low on the baseline. Trying to back down on Logan Ryan. The Bulldogs come on to help. They move it to the corner. It'll be a shot clock violation here as the shot from McIntosh was up and good, but it'll be waved away.
Yeah, Tui needed to take that shot, patch himself on the chest, and tried to make the extra pass unselfishly, but kind of lost track there. Just a little bit of a loss of track there of the shot clock as it was ticking down.
So back to Ferris State here as the Bulldogs will get possession right back here as they'll set it up here on the near side as Ferris State has a 51-43 edge. Grasulis on down low with it for the Bulldogs, trying to power it up and draws the foul. This foul will be on Witz, I believe. The big man going to be charged with the first foul here of the second half for Saginaw Valley State. We've reached a media time.
Walt Kelser, 6 for Logan Ryan. 12 points leads the way for James Tui of Saginaw Valley.
Grasulis will be at the stripe here for Ferris State as he eyes the basket on this first free throw try. It's on the way and a little too long right there and no good. So Leas will have one more here for the Bulldogs, trying to push this lead for Ferris State to 9 points if he can knock down this second try. He eyes the basket here as the sophomore knocks down the second free throw here. And now Ferris State can set up in that 1-2-1-1 set here defensively.
Trap. Bulldogs squeezing it hard this time.
Tui with it up the floor here. Left sideline to McIntosh. Back to the middle. And now into the half-court set here as Saginaw Valley State sets it up. Over on the left side, Barnett had a double dribble. Now gets it to Palmstra. Back on here for SVSU. McIntosh, right side, leans in and missed the floater here. And a rebound tracked down here by Aluyi, his 7th of the ball game here for Ferris State this afternoon. Dorian now going to hoist the three, and it's up and good.
Oh, shot that with a lot of confidence right over the top of Barnett.
In double digits now with 12 here for Ferris State is McIntosh. Up the floor to Tui. Palmstra with it here on the block, spins back right side and up and good.
Yeah, that was 7'2", shooting over 6'10".
Able to pull Saginaw Valley State back within 10 here at 55-45. Davidson near side from the free throw line, and he's fouled as he went up to shoot the basketball.
Yeah, Bulldogs finally got one of those tap on the forearm shots, foul calls right there, and this one goes in favor of Ben Davidson.
Barnett called for his second foul here for SVSU, third team foul here with 14:58 to play. Davidson, this junior here for the Bulldogs at the free throw stripe. His first try is up and good.
Stroke there by Ben Davidson here as Cardinals making a substitution. Garrett going to check into the game.
So one more opportunity here for Davidson as the Bulldogs have a double-digit lead here at home tonight in this GLIAC contest against SVSU. As Ben sets up, second try, up and good. 5 points here, and he gives Ferris State a 57-45 edge. Now the pressure on and close to a 5-second call. Now a numbers break here for Saginaw Valley. Garrett attacking hard, and Grasulis contested it, but he still was able to finish.
Just a great job finishing over the top. 6'10", long arms. Grasulis, Rob, did a great job of just being big inside, going straight up.
Ferris State offensively will work it to Kelser here on the left sideline. Walt with it, a couple defenders on him, tries to lob it up for Grasulis, but intercepted here as Barnett takes it away. Barnett the opposite way, working against Aluyi, and another contested shot here. A rebound by Ferris State as Aluyi grabs it and is tripped up on the way up the floor to foul here against the Cardinals.
Good job there by Dorian. Point forward, trying to push it up the floor to maybe create a matchup issue there as the Bulldogs quietly built that lead up to 10 at 57-47.
Scholler will check out as Erickson comes on, and now Logan Ryan going to check in as Logan going to replace Aluyi here, and the Bulldogs going to go a little bit bigger here with Grasulis and Ryan both on. Now the Cardinals will answer as Tui steps out and Harrison returns.
Got a little confrontation right there between Garrett and Erickson.
Ethan trying to work his way open. Now Davidson here and a near steal, and it will be a steal perhaps. No! Great hustle by Davidson to keep it alive. Erickson being chased from behind. Now to Kelser here as the Bulldogs thought there was some contact. Now they can set up here in the half-court set. Kelser, left sideline, off the screen. Looking for Logan Ryan on the backside. Instead goes baseline right. Oh, missed shot here from Grasulis, and a rebound by Barnett. As the Cardinals have it here offensively. 13:59 to play, 57-47. The lob inside and a turnover here as it's intercepted off the backside. Kelser slicing his way to the hole for the bucket.
A little Euro step type move right there by Walt. Defender backpedaling, not in good defensive position. Walt takes advantage.
A three from Hoskins, up and good.
Speaking of taking advantage, Bulldogs don't quite get back, and Hoskins able to. Here's a big lead pass to Grasulis.
Grasulis has to kick it out front. Logan Ryan with it down the lane, and some contact and an offensive foul going to be called here on the Bulldogs.
Coach Bronkman not quite happy with that shot attempt right there as the Bulldogs pick up the offensive foul.
So foul here against Logan Ryan as Witz will return, and the big man Palmstra will check out here for Saginaw Valley State as the wet spot wiped up off the floor here, and the Bulldogs can set up here in this full court pressure.
There's a lot of bodies hitting the floor right there, and you get to this stage of the game, certainly going to be some sweat there as both teams right now settling in. Bulldogs continuing that light zone pressure.
On the far side, Harrison with it back to Hoskins, up the floor here to Garrett. Garrett left open. Now Grasulis will have to close out on him here as they go back to Hoskins. And now the Bulldogs can get matched up here. 13-14 remaining here in the contest. Shot clock at 10. Hoskins from downtown for three. A good.
Oh, shot right there. Ethan Erickson right there with the high hand.
Hoskins with back-to-back threes here for SVSU, and it's back to 6 now as Erickson found an opening right side, kicks it away, back near side. Davidson for 3. Connect, but Logan Ryan with the follow jam.
Big time follow, two-hand jam by Logan Ryan.
Great play. Here's Harrison the other way, and he's going to be fouled.
Yeah, they're going to get Logan Ryan right there. Was trying to shuffle the feet right there, not quite in position according to the official, and picks up that foul after the big two-hand jam.
That'll be the third here on Logan Ryan with 12:46 to go. As Reese Hazelton will check on here at the next stoppage for Ferris State. Garrett at the line here, though. Two-shot situation here for Saginaw Valley State. As his first free throw is in the air. This one up and good. And that'll make it a 61-54 difference here as Hazelton comes on for Logan Ryan. Logan going to get a round of applause here from the Bulldog fans after that big jam for Ferris State.
That certainly had the gym rocking right there as Garrett squares up and gets the second one to drop here. No pressure here. Full court from the Cardinals. Bulldogs can run it up.
Ferris State 12:45 to play here in the contest with a 61-55 lead. Off to Grasulis here on the near side. Mayes under the block here against Witz. Two big men going at each other. Witz kind of slipped and fell, and Grasulis puts it up and in.
So we're going to get, I think we're going to get a flop warning. So, yeah, they're going to call it the flop, which is what I thought it was as well, as he tried to flop and draw the offensive foul.
So that one, nonetheless, is going to give the Bulldogs the basket as Kelser and Erickson will check out. The Bulldogs coming back on with Scholler and Bingham here as they go back to that full court pressure. 12:27 to play, and the lead at 8 here for head coach Andy Brockman and the Bulldogs. Hoskins left sideline trying to keep Saginaw Valley State in it. Crosses over back to the right side, now to the left, and now tripped up here as he tried to attack toward the middle, and a foul here going to be whistled against Jimmy Scholler.
Coach Brockman right in front of us saying don't reach in, just get your hands out, shuffle your feet, stay in good position.
So that will give Saginaw Valley State the basketball here on the baseline. Garrett looking to lob it in. Now has to throw it into the backcourt to Barnett.
That was close.
That was very close to over and back. Here's Barnett down the lane, right side, pulls up from the free throw stripe. Shot rattles away, and Bingham skies up for the rebound.
Big time rebound there by Bingham.
Grasulis trying to get it to a guard, and now does to Scholler. Scholler into the half-court set, right sideline, attacking underneath, and an offensive foul going to be called.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to see. We were kind of cut off there a little bit as Jimmy Scholler was bringing the ball up the floor, and still hard to see on the replay.
Basketball action. Rob Bentley and Sandy Golston with you here from courtside in Big Rapids, where Ferris State leads Saginaw Valley 63-55. 11:55 remaining here in the contest as we're back to action in Saginaw Valley State with possession here after that media stoppage. Cardinals offensively work it to Barnett here on the left side. Guarded by Reese Hazelton now on here defensively. Witz left side as they clear it out for the big man. He spins back to the hole and powers it up and in.
Yeah, that was a good move, right? Set play right out of a timeout.
So the Cardinals get the bucket here as Scholler offensively with it for Ferris State on the handoff to Davidson. Ben spins on the defender and a blocking foul going to be called here against Garrett, who did not agree with the call.
Garrett did not agree with it. That might have been a little bit of a makeup call for the one that they did not get on the sidelines right in front of Coach Brockman and the staff.
Reminder, follow the Bulldogs on social media at Ferris Athletics, both on Twitter and on Facebook for all the latest updates in Ferris State Athletics action. Near sideline, Hazelton left wing here for the Bulldogs, working right to the hole here and powers it up and in. Great take from Reese Hazelton.
Great finish at the rim by Hazelton.
Able to clear it out, and he got to the hole and was able to score for the Bulldogs to push it back to 8 here with 11:05 to play. Right side, Harrison, now to Witz out front. Looking down low for Barnett, and Hazelton knocks it away, but going to be charged with the foul.
Nickel dime call right there, as the great Bill Raftery would say, as Hazelton trying to three-quarter, getting over, and they're going to call him for that foul.
That was not a whole lot of contact as we watched the replay. Got a large part of the basketball. Nonetheless, the 5th team foul here on the Bulldogs as Harrison will key it in. Witz out front now will hand it away as Garrett sets it up left sideline off to Barnett. Barnett backing his way down against Hazelton, using his body back near side. Harrison from downtown. That one blocked by Bingham and rebounded by the Bulldogs. Up the floor, here comes Davidson on the run, attacking the hole. And a foul going to be called.
Offensive.
And they're going to call it an offensive foul here on Ben Davidson.
Hoskins might be hurt there a little bit as he took the contact there. He was right at the restricted area. A little late to look at the replay, but he's a little slow getting up. He's finally up on his feet.
So some substitutions here for the Bulldogs as Kelser and Aluyi will come on along with Higgins here for Ferris State. Rasulas will remain here for the Bulldogs. And now a discussion here amongst both teams here as both teams trying to get the right personnel here on the floor, and the officials still conferring with head coach Andy Bronkema.
So it looks like everything is sorted out. Not sure everybody's in agreement, but the ball is back in play.
So nonetheless, 8-point difference here with Ferris State in front, 10:38 to play. Here as we sit courtside, Smith off the left side against Scholler. Now back out top to Tui, back on. Down low to Witz in the inside. Not able to finish at first, but finally drops back through.
Yeah, you let a guy post that deep, a big man that big, it's pretty tough to stop him from there.
He's got 6 here, and he draws the Cardinals back within 6. Higgins at the high post, stripped to the ball, and now a reach-in foul going to be called here on the Cardinals. That one will be on Barnett here for Saginaw Valley. That'll be his 3rd.
Barnett saying, I was innocent, coach. It wasn't my fault. Officials saying otherwise as Bulldogs right now, 16 fouls. So it will be sideline out of bounds.
Ferris State to inbound opposite us here over in the VIP area here as we sit courtside. Dwink Arena back to Scholler here, now to Kelser. Walt here lost the handle, able to keep his dribble though and pick it back up against Garrett. A lot of contact here. Oh! He attacks and just missed on the basket, but we'll get 2 fouls here at the line for the Bulldogs.
Walt almost got that one to fall right there. I think a few people on the edge of their seat there as that one bounced up and down, danced on the rim before it finally fell off.
That'll be number 2 here on Smith as Kelser will head to the line. He's got 10 on the day. 3 Bulldogs in double figures. Higgins with 16, Aluyi with 12, and Kelser with 10. Saginaw Valley State paced by Hoskins with 12 and Tui with 12 for SVSU's. Kelser eyes the first free throw here for Ferris State. Senior out of Southfield connects on the first try here for the Bulldogs.
Walt right now, if he can make this one here, give the Bulldogs a chance to get into some full court defense here.
Chance to give Ferris State an 8-point lead here if he knocks this one down for the Bulldogs. Second try up and good as Kelser connects on the pair. Tui now facing the pressure here. Gets it into Garrett. Picked up by Kelser now in the man-to-man. Ferris State trying to play a little full court pressure here in the man-to-man set. Garrett tripped up here as Walt got a piece of him in the front court. And that foul on Kelser will be just his first, but 1-on-1 set coming up now here as both teams are in the bonus.
Yeah, Walt was trying to get over that screen right there and ended up, in his effort, ended up bumping his man as Garrett going to get to the free throw line.
So Garrett heading to the stripe here for SVSU, a 6'3 junior out of Saginaw, played at Bridgeport High School during his prep career here in the state of Michigan. 1-on-1 set, free throw on the way, arcing 3 up and in.
Yeah, I tell you what, he about scraped the ceiling with that one. That one was way up almost by the shot clock there before it fell down.
McIntosh will return as Tui steps away here for SVSU as Garrett will have another opportunity here for the Cardinals. Trying to cut this lead down to 6 with 10 minutes exactly remaining here in the ballgame, and that one up and good. 67-61 here as Bulldogs are going to have to make some plays here in the final 10 minutes to secure this win. Here's Aluyi trying to make what it does.
There's
from
one
downtown.
There's one right there. He must have heard Rob Bentley calling them from the sidelines right there as Dorian Aluyi right on target, giving the Bulldogs a 9-point lead.
Near sideline, Smith steps back, picked up by Scholler, who's done a solid job on him here defensively when he's been out there. Smith this time finds an opening. That one blocked by Aluyi, but Witz right there for the putback.
Yeah, great job there by Dorian, but unfortunately the big man able to gather and put it right back in.
That'll cut it back to 7 here as Witz now with 8 here for the Cardinals. Bulldogs want to run a set here with 9:15 to play. Scholler out front here. Now out wide to Kelser. Walt off the screen from Aluyi. to the top of the circle, down the lane. The floater in the paint comes up short.
Oh.
Long rebound, ran down by McIntosh. Over to Barnett. Barnett scoops it up.
Wow.
And the shot misfires here to the rim, but rebound here by Saginaw Valley. A couple rebounds here, and finally secured by the Bulldogs before a foul is whistled.
Boy, what a battle right there. Bulldogs just could not pull down that defensive rebound, and unfortunately end up picking up the foul, as it looks like Dorian Aluyi going to be tagged with that one.
So a couple rebound tries, a couple missed opportunities for Saginaw Valley State, as I think Smith had one, and then finally rebounded here by Garrett as the foul charged to the Bulldogs, and looks like that one on Aluyi will be just his first here for the Bulldogs. Garrett eyes the free throw here for Saginaw Valley State. First try up and good. Make it 70-64 here as Hoskins and Tui will come back on. Barnett going to step away, and he'll have to get somebody else out. Well,
Hoskins has thought better of it, and he's going to go back to the bench.
So Logan Ryan now going to come on here for Grasulas here for the Bulldogs. Garrett will have one more try here. Trying to cut this lead to 5, 8:55 to play here in this GLIAC contest. Been a good one here today between the Bulldogs and the Cardinals.
We have seen 6-on-5 before, but we'll let that one go.
That was at Big Rapids High School, though, earlier in the year. As the second try, no good, and ran down here by Logan Ryan. Ninth rebound here for Logan Ryan today.
So a chance right now here for Jimmy Scholler here, trying to get things started here for the Bulldog offense. Lee Higgins with the ball out there on the left wing, right in front of the Bulldog bench. Shot clock ticking down. While Kelser driving right here to the basket, met right at the rim by Witz. And they're going to call a jump ball. Possession arrow stays. Nope, it is going to go to Saginaw Valley. So they do have the possession arrow. So the Cardinals, with a 6-point deficit at 70-64, now get the ball after getting the jump ball.
So Ferris State here defensively in the full court pressure now as McIntosh has it in the backcourt here for the Cardinals. 8:30 to play here, 70-64 as McIntosh sets it up against Lee Higgins. Back on here defensively for Ferris State. Off to Smith, over to Tui. Tui works it back right sideline. McIntosh down low to Smith, just off the block. Logan Ryan comes on the help. The Bulldogs rotate. Now they kick it away to Hoskins for three and good.
Yeah, they tried to double team to get the ball out of the hands of Delano Smith, but he just looked opposite as you're supposed to do, and he found Hoskins over there, and Hoskins drilled the three-point game.
Higgins off the dribble, out wide. Aluyi trying to answer. Deep three, up and good.
Did I say 3-point game? Make it a 6-point game. Dorian Aluyi with another triple.
And a timeout called on the floor here at Jim Wink Arena. Ferris State leads it 73-67. We'll be back.
Aluyi, as the Bulldogs now, a chance to get into their defense right now. Tui going to inbound the basketball from underneath the basket here as they try to navigate this Bulldog pressure.
They're able to get it in. Tui has it again to McIntosh here on the right sideline for Saginaw Valley. Now into the half-court set here as they'll run the shot clock down inside of 20 seconds left. McIntosh, top side, back right side. Now on the baseline, backs it away in the corner. Looking down low for Witz. Comes out front to Tui. He'll hand away to Smith. Smith with it off the dribble. Back, top of the circle now off the left side, down to 7 on the shot clock. Here comes Smith down the lane, right side. Blocked by Scholler, but Witz picks him up and is fouled.
Tough one right there. The Bulldogs almost completed the stop, but get the foul at the end. Dorian Aluyi getting another one here.
So Ferris State here is will have the media stoppage.
Hopefully worth it for everybody.
Don't forget Ferris State hockey coverage coming your way tonight at 6:30 from Mankato, Minnesota. Harrison Watt will have all the live action for you as the Bulldogs take on number 1 ranked Minnesota State, trying to earn the weekend split. As the Bulldogs will be back at home next week against St. Thomas on Friday and Saturday night. Witz knocks down the first. He'll have another opportunity here after the 9th team foul called against Ferris State. This one no good, and rebounded by Aluyi, who's got 18 and 9, closing in on a double-double here for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, he has been big in this game.
Scholler with it off to Kelser. Kelser with it off the right side. Back to Aluyi. Thought about the shot, but Smith right there. Now he goes to Logan Ryan, looking on the backdoor cut, and Aluyi was kind of tripped up here. It was the right idea. Unfortunately, Saginaw Valley State comes up with the loose ball.
Yeah, we're looking at the replay right now. He kind of cut right there, and hard to see right there. He was trying to cut past Delano Smith, and not sure if there was a bump there or what happened, but Dorian ended up spilling to the floor, and unfortunately the Bulldogs picked up a foul.
He's also called for the foul as he kind of undercut Tui as he fell to the floor. Tui came up with the steal for Saginaw Valley State, and that'll be number 3 here on Dorian. As this, the 10th team foul, puts SVSU at the line, and Tui connects on the first try.
Tui hits that one, a chance to make this a 3-point game if he can convert here.
So trying to cut this lead down to 73-70, and free throw up and in. Able to knock them both down here for the Cardinals. 7:08 remaining, one possession ball game here between Ferris State and Saginaw Valley State. Near sideline, Kelser has it here for Ferris State. Top side to Scholler. Over to Aluyi. Back to Higgins here at the point for the Bulldogs. He's stripped of the ball, able to pick it back up. And now finally out of bounds. It'll remain here with Ferris State. 12 on the shot clock here with 6:50 to go.
Ball tipped over to the sideline there by the Cardinals. And you mentioned it, 12 seconds left on the shot clock, 6:50 on the game clock.
So sideline inbounds play here for Ferris State as the Bulldogs key it in here to Jimmy Scholler. Scholler, right wing, Kelser out wide with it, back near side to Aluyi. Smith right there. Aluyi kind of tripped up on the play. Kelser from downtown for 3 and good.
Clutch shot right there by Walt Kelser. His Bulldogs probably could have had a foul called in their favor. Did not get it, but they did get the 3.
So nonetheless, here head coach Andy Bronkema upset in front of us here as the Bulldogs push that lead to 76-70. 6:20 to go. Witz now squares up on Logan Ryan. Spins back to the middle. Kicks it away to Smith. Smith will hoist the 3. This one off the far side of the rim and ran down by Aluyi. Dorian with it here in transition now as he has it right side. Back to Kelser. Now to Scholler. Left wing Davidson. Then with it back to Aluyi. Over to Kelser on the right sideline. Now Walt with 16 on the shot clock, attacking the defense. Step back jumper on the way, a little long, and rebounded by Smith on the defensive glass.
Yeah, just a little bit stiff right there on that turnaround jumper. Delano Smith right now thinking about taking over here.
He will as he knocks down the 3 from the top of the circle in transition.
You could almost see it in his body language right there, Rob, that he wanted that shot, and he gets it. 3-point game, Bulldogs still lead.
5:35 to play. Here's Davidson on the attack, and he draws the contact, and he'll head to the line to shoot 2 here for the Bulldogs.
Good job there by Ben, attacking the basket, not settling.
Called against McIntosh. That'll be his second, 8th team foul here against Saginaw Valley State in this second half of play. Is Davidson going to get 2 free throws here for the Bulldogs. The redshirt sophomore out of St. Clair here to try to extend the lead, and the first one up and good.
Good hit right there by Ben Davidson. That'll give Bayas Grazoulis is going to check in for, it looks like, Logan Ryan.
So the Bulldogs will substitute the big man here at this stage here. Another body to throw at Witz, who's a handful down low for Saginaw Valley.
Handful, physical player as well. So Bulldogs right now, a little light zone pressure.
Tui with it back near sideline to McIntosh. McIntosh across over to Tui as they cross half court. Now with 5:20 to play, they'll set it up, trailing 78-73 here against the Bulldogs. Smith near side. Thought about the shot, goes back left side, slices to the hole and scores.
Tell you what, that's a great one-on-one move there by Delano Smith. He's got the last 2 buckets here for the Cardinals.
Now in double figures with 10. Grazoulis spinning baseline here on the block on the near side against Witz. Now gets it out wide to Aluyi, back to Kelser. Kelser penetrates the lane.
Lost the handle.
And that one not called here as Hoskins comes out of the pack with it. Back the opposite way with 4:50 left. The Cardinals can close the gap here as Hoskins knocked to the floor, and he'll get 2 tries here at the free throw stripe.
Yeah, great take right there by Hoskins as Bulldogs almost had a big basket right there, but they're saying Walt lost the handle on it as he was going to the basket.
Third foul called against Grazoulis, and the Cardinals in the 2-shot bonus here as Hoskins will get 2 tries here at the line for Saginaw Valley State. Our returning starter here, 5'11", out of Dayton, Ohio, and a senior, but not able to connect on the first try.
A little bit long on that one as it pops off the rim here. Bulldogs free opportunity here for a rebound as long as they box out the shooter. Saginaw Valley pulled almost all their guys off the line.
Second try, bounces around it and is no good as bounces off the far side. Bulldogs into the front court. Here's Kelser. Kelser off the screen from Grazoulis. Now the Bulldogs looking to go back to Kelser here, knocked away by Saginaw Valley.
Tried a little perimeter give and go right there to try to flare out to the corner for possibly a 3, but Good reach in by Saginaw Valley to knock it away.
Scholler will step away here and get a breather as Ethan Erickson will come back on here for the Bulldogs. Ethan has it topside here for Ferris State in the 3-guard set. Off to Aluyi, back to Davidson. Davidson with it here for the Bulldogs with 12 on the shot clock to Aluyi on the right wing. Now to Erickson. Erickson penetrates and kicks. Back to Davidson for 3. And this one just missed off the front side. Rebound by Kelser, and the putback is up and good.
Great finish there by Kelser inside. Bulldogs needed that one. 80-75, the Bulldogs now lead.
4:11 remaining here as Hoskins sets it up here in front of the Cardinal bench. Back to the point now as he'll walk it over to the left side of the formation. High post with it. Now out wide is Witz. Witz on the give to Hoskins, who will hoist the 3 and up and in.
Yeah, great shot there by Hoskins. And just when you think the Bulldogs a chance to maybe pull away, here comes Saginaw Valley right back, as we've seen throughout this game. 80-70. Arnold Hoskins Jr. 18 to lead Saginaw Valley as we come down the stretch here. Bulldogs getting the ball into Erickson, and here we go. Under 4 minutes.
Erickson manning the offense here for Ferris State against Garrett. Back on here for the Cardinals. Scholler with it as he returns. Backdoor cut to Kelser. Kind of lost it for a second. Ooh. Now throws it out front, and the Bulldogs just save it from going over and back. Scholler to Aluyi. Aluyi on the baseline. Back off to Logan Ryan. Now with 10 on the shot clock. Erickson with it. Trying to drive here as he looks inside, and that one turned over here as Witz comes up with it here for Saginaw Valley.
Bulldogs were hoping for a foul call, did not get it. 80-78. Cardinals with a chance to tie or take the lead.
Witz looking for Hoskins on the handoff. Hoskins lifts to shoot and scores and knocks it down to give them the advantage.
Yeah, Cardinals definitely looking for the lead right there. Hoskins feeling it right now, the leading scorer in the game.
81-80 here as he's got 21 to pace Saginaw Valley State this afternoon. Kelser. Right side with 3 minutes left. Off to Logan Ryan. A skip back to Aluyi on the near side. And his 3 rattles away for the Bulldogs and picked up here defensively by the Cardinals.
Yeah, it was a big stop there by Saginaw Valley. Bulldogs got to stay focused right here. They got to get it done at the defensive end.
2:44 to go here for Ferris State as Hoskins has it back off the double screen to the right side. He lifts to shoot and is going to be fouled here as Kelser has just picked up the foul. And Hoskins is going to get 3 tries, I believe, here at the line.
Yeah, Walt is...
A free throw stripe will be Hoskins. They checked to make sure it was a 3 and no indisputable evidence right there, as it did look like he might have been behind the 3-point line. So foul called against Kelser here as Hoskins knocks down the first free throw.
So Hoskins, that's his first point that is not a 3-point shot.
Hoskins' second opportunity here. This one on the way, up and good. Here as he is 2 of 4 from the line, now with 23, and he gives the Cardinals an 83-80 edge. This to make it a 2-possession ball game.
Although you could argue this is off of a 3-point shot as well, as he was getting the benefit of a foul call right there on a 3-point shooting attempt, and he makes good on all 3.
So that gives the Cardinals the advantage here with 2:35 to play. Ferris State in need of a basket here on this offensive possession. Kelser with it over to Scholler on the right side as the Bulldogs looking to dump it down low to Logan Ryan. All the way in the corner, back to Aluyi out front. Now to Higgins. He'll hoist the 3, and it's good!
Clutch shot there by Lee Higgins. I was just going to say, Lee's been kind of quiet lately, but he buries that one. Cardinals having trouble getting it in.
And they finally do here as the Bulldogs race up the floor here defensively. And Garrett, a wild shot.
Exactly what you want.
Rebounded by Aluyi. Aluyi back up to Higgins. Higgins attacking here against Tui, and he's fouled as he tried to get to the hole.
Yeah, Bulldogs, Garrett did exactly what the Bulldogs wanted him to do. He rushed down, took a bad shot, and the Bulldogs able to come right back down. Now a chance to regain the lead.
84-83, Ferris State back within 1 as Lee Higgins will be at the stripe. 19 points to lead the Bulldogs here this afternoon. 18 for Aluyi and 17 for Kelser. Those 3 have done the bulk of the work here offensively for Ferris State today. As the Bulldogs get set here, Higgins at the line, the graduate senior here for the Bulldogs, as the crowd goes quiet. First free throw up and good.
Stroke there by Lee Higgins, 4 straight by Lee.
Substitution here as Garrett will check out. McIntosh will return here for the Cardinals as Higgins eyes this second try. Tied at 84, 2:02 left here in regulation this afternoon at Wink Arena. Second try from Higgins, bounces around and is up and good.
Yeah, Lee Higgins has come to life at the right time here as the Bulldogs put on some pressure.
McIntosh trying to work it up the floor against
No
Higgins,
fouls.
doing a nice job of staying in front of him with the arms wide. Now they'll set it up with 20 on the shot clock to the left side of the floor. McIntosh off the screen from Witz. Out front, now back to the right side, trying to find an opening. Aluyi right there. Down low they go to Witz on the block on the left side, and he's called for traveling.
Well, Bulldogs got a break right there. Witz had a move right there. He got Logan up off his feet, but didn't travel.
7th turnover of the ball game here for Saginaw Valley, and the Bulldogs chance to add on to a 1-point lead here with 90 seconds left. Now in the contest. Kelser near sideline for Ferris State off the screen from Aluyi. Back to the point, off on the right side to Scholler with 15 on the shot clock. Higgins, right wing with it for Ferris State. Lee found an opening. 3-ball up and good!
Lee Higgins has been the man down the stretch. Another basket by Lee.
Able to knock it home for the Bulldogs. It's a 4-point lead here with 1:10 to go. Hoskins is the Bulldogs try to get the crowd into it here at Wink Arena. Hoskins dribbling left side. Kelser right there. Now back near side to Smith. Smith steps back to the 3-point line, backs it away with 12 seconds left on the shot clock.
High hand.
50 seconds left in the ball game. Baseline jumper off the mark, and the rebound from Aluyi here for the Bulldogs.
This is probably the last possession the Cardinals can afford not to foul.
88-84 with 41 seconds left as Kelser will hold. 20-second difference here or so between the shot clock and the game clock. Aluyi has it as Tui comes up with it. Not electing to foul. Down to 10 on the shot clock now with 27 seconds left here in the ball game. The Bulldogs will run their set. And underneath, they look for Logan Ryan. He gathers it, gets it away. A 3 from the corner, off target. This will be a shot clock violation here against the Bulldogs.
Well, I tell you what, if you're going to turn it over, that's the best way to turn it over. Shot clock violation, leaving just 17.1 seconds.
17 seconds away.
Being up late has been a big factor in that.
88-84 Bulldogs here as they'll put 18.2 seconds up on the clock. So they add 1 second here to the clock, and the Bulldogs will pick up here at the full court set. As Saginaw Valley State trying to push it hard up the floor. McIntosh on the run. 14 seconds tipped away from behind with 13 seconds left as the Bulldogs got a hand on it.
If you're Saginaw Valley right now, you just need a quick shot. Wherever it comes from, the best quick shot that you can get, and then you foul.
They will inbound from the baseline, Tui to throw it into Witz. Off to Hoskins. Three partially blocked here, I believe, by Kelser. Rebounded, though, by Tui. Now it's McIntosh who could not connect. Rebound tipped up. And foul perhaps or out of play. It'll remain with the Cardinals, I think, but just 2.1 seconds to go.
Yeah, Coach Baruth's going to call a timeout. 2.1 seconds to go. And